You are watching Khalid Iqbal YouTube channel. We focus on education, training and general awareness. Today we will talk about designing of a course module. In the last video we discussed attributes of a good teacher, rather a great teacher. One of the qualities of a learner teacher is the ability to design a course module. What is a good course module? After completion of the module, the student's concept of the subject should be clear. There should be no ambiguity at all, and students should be able to apply concept of the subject to practical life. In this video, I will demonstrate the designing of a course. Let's take a subject from management sciences, and my favorite subject, that is strategic management. The class for which we are going to design the course is BS final years. It may be master degree program or MPhil program. The course is exclusively for business classes. I will move systematically in logical sequence and follow a method which can also be used for designing of other courses. Before I start, there is one question which is very important, that who can design a good module? Obviously, the one who is qualified and a very good teacher. Another question is, who is considered to be a good teacher? A teacher who has in-depth knowledge of the subject, whose concepts are clear, and who knows all dimensions of the subject, who has the ability to apply concepts of the subject to practical situation. Now this word practical situation is very important. Practical situation may be a business class, maybe governance, administration, or relation with some other countries. And if we talk about teaching, then which class? Maybe a business class, it may be a civil services academy, or maybe a training course for senior officers or senior executives from all walks of life. A good teacher should have knowledge of all dimensions of the subject. Now, this particular module is for business management students only. Contents are main body of the module. For designing or selection of contents, we should be very clear about module philosophy, module objectives, and module outcomes. One thing is very important. Do not design course in isolation. You must know what other subjects students are studying in other classes. What is the relationship with of your subject with other subjects with they are studying? If you have this knowledge, you are in a better position to design a very practicable module. Now let's start. What is course philosophy? To acquire business knowledge, develop strategic thinking, and learn application of strategic tools required for optimal success in business. Now you have mentioned three important factors in this module philosophy. One is business knowledge, and then develop strategic thinking. How you can develop strategic thinking? Only when you have business knowledge. And you have now business knowledge, you have developed strategic thinking, then you should have the ability to apply that knowledge in practical situation, and your purpose is to achieve success in your business. Now for next come, just look at the screen also, module objectives. Objectives are step-by-step stages to achieve module philosophy. First is develop strategic thinking. Second is understand key concepts and issues in business strategies. This is very important. Once you have explained concept in the beginning, it will be very easy for the students to understand your remaining part of the module. Next is develop innovative and creative approach for strategic planning, implementation, and evaluation, keeping in view rapidly changing world. Now look, you have mentioned in this objective 3 very important areas. Number 1 is creative, something new. Only then you can have success in the business. And when we define strategic management, definition is that you have the vision, it's long term and broad. You understand the environment also. Only then you can do strategic planning. And then how you implement your strategic planning, and at the same time when you implement, then you have to evaluate also that whether your planning is getting the results or not. Now keeping in view rapidly changing world, because world is not static. Needs of the people are not the same at all the times. So you have to think about the change also, that what kind of change is coming. So this is the basic purpose of studying strategic management. Develop skills for successful business. Now next come module outcomes. At the end of the module, the students you should have very clear in your mind that what do you expect from the students, that when you complete your module, the students should know what, be able to think strategically. And then understand the concept of strategic management. Next, understand the importance of strategic management for success in business. This will give the weightage to your module. The students will start liking when they would know the importance of this subject, that this is the subject importance that you can achieve success in your business. Understand key factors in strategic management, and then be able to plan and implement long-term business policies. Long-term business policies mean that not necessarily you are doing everything today, that what change is coming and what kind of shape this business may take in future. So you will plan accordingly. So once these 3 areas are very clear, module philosophy, module objectives, and module outcomes, it will be easier for you to design or select contents of the course. Contents are very important because through those contents you can achieve your philosophy of the module, your objectives. First, definition. You have to offer a very clear definition to the students, so in the very beginning they are clear that what is strategic management. Then second, key terms in strategic management, advantages, benefits of strategic management, and then difference between strategic management and strategic planning. I cannot explain this here in designing of the module, but this is very important. I will address this one in my subsequent lectures also. Reasons for not doing strategic planning, because there are many firms, organizations which don't believe in strategic planning. What is the reason? We will discuss. Introduction to strategic management process, because this is a complete process. Developing strategic thinking ability, guidelines for effective strategic management, And then business ethics, very important. And ISO, this is International Organization for Standardization. Next we come to strategy formulation. Business, vision and mission, whatever business you are going to start, what is your vision about the business, and mission is that the practical ways of achieving your vision. Process of developing mission statement and objectives, then organization internal assessment. This is very important that before you make a strategy, if your organization exists, that you assess the qualities or maybe shortcomings or weaknesses of your organization. And next is external environment assessment. That is very important, that what are the rules and regulations of the government, how external factors will affect your business. Then major management function in strategic management, and levels and types of strategies. Next come strategy implementations. When you have to implement, then you need to have policies. Resource allocation, managing conflict, because when you are bringing something new, you may have some conflicts within the organizations also. Matching structure of the organization with strategy, and then functional structure of the organization. Then the divisional structures, if your organization is large and you have many divisions, then what will be the divisional structure? Then restructuring, re-engineering, and managing resisting to change. This is also very important. You have to address this subject, change management also, briefly, which is applicable here. Then strategy evaluation, reviewing basis of strategy, measuring organizational performance, then taking corrective actions, contingency planning. This is also very important. Now, you will like to give a business case to your students. The business case is that you would know that students have understood the entire module, because now the time that they will apply their knowledge here. So prepare a business case or take from any book and give these assignments to the students. Assessment. This is very important that you share with the students in the beginning that how you are going to assess and what is the weightage. Midterm, 30% marks, final examination, and then preparation of the presentation. And last is assessment will be according to the institute policy, because you have to inform the students that what is the policy of the institute, of the university, or the college. They will be assessed accordingly. Module policy. Professor reserves the right to make any changes in the course contents considering latest development in the field, because you have briefed the students about the contents of the course in the beginning, and if you see that there are any development going on during teaching that module, then you should have the authority to make certain changes in that. So tell the students in the beginning so that they don't make any objections on your making any changes in the module. Plagiarism, cheating, or any other form of dishonesty will result in a course grade F, because this is not acceptable at all. Tell the students in the beginning. Assignment must be submitted on the due date. Recommended books, textbooks is a reference book. Additional topics based on research work and international experience may be added to the course module. Practicable, creative, and innovative ideas during the classroom discussion and in the quizzes and business case will be highly appreciated. So you encourage the students to ask questions. Even if they ask very stupid questions, don't discourage your students, because this is like a brainstorming session, and when they ask innovative questions, sometimes students ask excellent and creative questions, and they give you fruit for thinking. So encourage your students that they should ask questions. And class discipline. Be very careful about the discipline of the class. Please be attentive and listen carefully. Do not talk to classmates when class is in session, and then at the close of the class, be seated quietly and wait for the professor to leave class first. This is very important. We have to teach our students ethics also. They must respect the teachers. Cell phones must be either powered off or on silent mode. If there is an urgent call, students can go out, listen, and come back quietly without disturbing other students. Student must come and go on time. You can share the textbook with the students also. Usually I use this book written by David Fredder, Concept of Strategic Management. The latest edition was published in 2005. So this was how you can design a course module. If you have not subscribed my channel so far, please do so. Also press bell icon so that you get the intimation of such videos on time.